Hey, it's the sound of the old. So y'all should already know. Whoa. It's Cam. Hey, it's the sound of the old. So y'all should already know. Look. Keeping feet moving, their heads ducking. These motherfuckers, they're redundant when we come through busting. It's consequences and repercussions, ain't no discussion. They pushed that nigga wig back cause he kept on fronting like it was nothing. So deep in my own mind, a depth that you won't find. Can empty out my soul and the clip at the same time. These rappers, they stay lying. I kill them, they stay dying. These bullets, they stay flying. Projectiles change minds. And I'ma tell y'all niggas how it go down. Hit you with something from far away and you're kissing the ground. A point blank range, it ain't no pump. It leave your body slump. The buckshot spray, leave you holy if I cock my pump. Heat a rise, speak demise out the double barrel. Now your name is a memory painted in the mural. He's alright, but he's not real. Niggas shoot for practice in between classes, but it's not intramurals. Real deal, no holy feel, he holy still. Stood over him with the Mac and overkill. Young daughter, smoke ganja, no roster. Noodles and sauce on your shirt, no pasta. Resolve issues with no problems. Salsa walking in this bitch clip long like a chimichanga. Me no speaky with the semi-holler. I let the Ruger do your shooter. Let my sister Nina Millie rock him. Killer Cam, bitch, he been a problem. If you don't know me, this is just a fair warning. I'm a gun, my heart is the clip. My tongue is the bullets with a sensitive trigger. My brain, I'm ready to pull it and spit hollow tips that rip through your flesh and tear through your skin and make a bigger hole when it come out than when it went in. I'll dump about 6 in your mug and 3 in your chest. Open you up like surgery, nigga, believe you a mess. An hour later, sitting at home, I'm real right, cause I rearranged the whole left side of your dome. Sprinkled demise out and 9 is chrome. Now your brain is splattered on the concrete. Niggas' minds was blown. And I ain't talking about you getting some head or blowing doja. Ended the road for niggas, so therefore game over. Left you missing. Jane Doe slept off in the expedition. He didn't Molotov the body, left it swimming with the fishes. So they do the autopsy and they check the dental records. They don't know who it is, but I'm in the crib playing checkers with my kids in the middle of the living room. They never found the one who sent you to the upper room, thinking you a goon, nigga.
So just waiting on Boom Boom to pull up, y'all. Until then, just we're gonna hang out for a second.
Searching for words, a lone wolf immersed in the herds of lamb chowder, 10 powder from the first to the third. The manpower when the merchants are served would only wait and flood them with gram showers when the thirst is emerged. Just like I'm here to live my life as a sin. I'm only human in class, the only student, so I'm writing within. No need for pen, no need for piece of paper. I need a wind, I need the weed and vapor. Leaf flouted in the need of baker. Annihilation after hibernation. Hunger pains after the priorations, prayed under condensation. The thunder came amongst the sod of Satan. The sun is changing and the flies blazing patient and my time is racing. And I rely on intuition, but we stand in the demand and our supply is insufficient. What we do, expand the grams and cut the ties within the vision. What that bring?
Boom Boom, you can hear me?
Yo, I can hear you.
What's going on, man?
Man, what's good? What's good?
Man, chilling. Man, yo, how did you see that fight going?
Man, listen. That fight was so like, it was an entertaining fight. It was crazy though, but I had Eubank the whole time. Eubank was just a bigger guy. That jab was just too significant. And then Conor, I feel like this. If Conor would have just stayed calm, just breathed, and just stopped all the herky jerkiness and like really like put the game together a little bit better, I think he would have had better results, and I think the card would have been closer. But it looked like a 116, 110 in my eyes too. I ain't gonna lie, just because Conor was just too wild. He didn't have no control with his punches. His timing was everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. He just kind of threw me off tonight.
If he would have had any legs left, man, I think his legs left in the 5th round.
I want to say left in the
legs
4th.
left, man. I think Eubanks probably could have stopped him, but he had no legs.
I thought they left in the 4th. To me, I thought they was going in the 4th, bro. But it was definitely entertaining, man.
So how you feeling, man? How you been doing?
Man, I'm feeling great. I've been doing great, man. I've been all right, man. Just had my daughter, which is a blessing. So, man, I got a big smile on my face right now. It's been a great week too. Shador got drafted, so I'm happy about that. It's just been perfect timing.
About time, right? Like they definitely tried to show that man a lesson.
Man,
you ain't gonna be getting on this first round money, these endorsements.
Yeah.
4th round pick that all right. We was talking about that earlier somewhere else, but
yeah.
So I looked at some snippets, man. Like, and not 17 weeks ago, they were saying that you the next big thing to come out of Omaha.
Yes, and I believe that. I appreciate my believers and my non-believers, but yes, I definitely am.
So how old are you now?
I'm 24.
Okay, so you get ready to turn pro?
Yes, we will. We're looking into it already. Me and my team, we have been looking into it, so we getting there. It's about that time.
And you stand at the 154 range, right?
Yep. I'm gonna be staying there. And
so
then
you got that type of smoke, because that's all that's there.
Yeah, that's all we want is the smoke. We ain't ducking it, man. We ain't never hide. We ain't never duck. So
now
we don't say no to no fights, man. So
I couldn't get the footage to play like I wanted to, but I did watch it. This bro, was he okay after this? No, for real, because the one guy you know what I'm saying, the ref stopped him when you knocked him into the ropes. I was like, okay. But was homie okay after this? Because like homie ain't have no control of his bodily functions for at least 7 seconds.
To be honest, man, I really don't know. He left after the fight so fast. Like I walked around and looked for him, but I think when I was looking for him, it was kind of too late because I was still with my team and everybody just celebrating my victory at the time. So to be honest, I really don't know. I do hope he is well, though. I always make sure I always pray for me and my opponents before we step in there. But I would say I hope he is well. I definitely seen him get up and walk away after, so.
Yeah, Marquito, he straight dropped. I was like, damn, bro. I'm gonna tell you who I seen get dropped like that. That's why I asked you. I seen Andre Ward get what's his name? Darrell Moore dropped Andre Ward kind of like that when they fought. But Andre Ward was able to get up. That's why I asked you. I was like, yo, homie ain't have no legs. His legs was noodle. He was that. He probably was like, why y'all in my house?
Right.
He did nothing wrong. What y'all doing here? He ain't know he had been in the fight.
Yeah, for real, man.
When's the last time you been in the ring? Because I remember the last time you supposed to be in the ring, something happened.
So the last time I've been in the ring was last year, and then when me and my woman found out we was pregnant, I put that to the side and just put my family first and just locked in. But it's been since May of last year. But we got something lined up at the end of this month or in June. So it's not too far away no more. And I've been back in the gym.
So without you even saying anything, I've been seeing some of B&B on Pro Box.
You said what? Say that again. My phone cut out. I apologize about that.
I said I'm seeing B&B on Pro Box. I've been seeing some Omaha boys on Pro Box now.
Yes, sir. My guys is getting up there, man. I mean, to be honest, man, we was one of them gyms that everybody counted out, and now we got talent everywhere in our gym. So it's just crazy. But yeah, man, Pro Box is kind of where we at, man.
Yeah, I seen Kelvin went over there. He went over there and dropped homie real quick, real easy. I was like, okay.
Yep, Kelvin, Lolo, Adele, who else been over there, man? We done had a few guys over there, man, and they all been looking great. So
Man,
Oh,
it was
Lester
looking at
Martinez. Lester Martinez. For real.
at one point it looked like Bomac didn't even go back to the locker room. It looked like he just had a seat out there. Y'all had so many guys, you know what I'm saying, fight on that card.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
then,
damn, did Bomac even go into the back?
man, I'll be wondering the same thing. Sometimes I'll be wondering if Papa ever take a break, but man, I'm glad that he don't. I'm glad that he don't. I'm glad that he there for us always,
So yeah, I'm glad your supporters is in there, man. Word.
Heck yeah.
I'm glad y'all like, cause like the last interview you kind of done, I went looking, is the one Gooch did. That was a year ago.
Yeah. The last time me and Gooch, I was on Gooch platform was a year ago. Yes, it was. I loved it though. Gooch is funny. Gooch, my guy. Shout out Gooch. Shout out Cam, man. Them my people, man. It's boxing and you for sure, man. Them is my guys.
I sent we got a group chat with all us in there, man. It's like 14 of us. I sent the bat signal out, so they catch the playbacks.
Right.
Bills boot camp, you know what I'm saying? B-Mac.
Yep.
Miss OG Golden.
Heck yeah.
Blue Hustle, all us, so a few of us be in there. AC.
Heck yeah.
AC probably watching right now. He ready to ask you some questions.
Hey, you talking about AC? That's my guy.
Yeah, I know if AC watching, he want to ask you some questions. Word, because we's watching the fight too. But so that team that y'all got with it's let me not call it that, because that seems to be like gang talk now. That roster that y'all got over there. So you next up to me on that roster, because y'all look thorough, man. Because as much as me, I argue with Gooch about it. I mean, Bud's on his way out, man. For real. Man. There's no disrespect, but it's like you want Bud to hang around and like the old gunslinger, he gonna be 42 years old still fighting. Like, no, man.
Man, the way that man trained, to me, the way Mr. Crawford trained to me, hey, he can go until he want to stop. That's how good he is. So,
but to hear him talk that he don't want to miss too many more, his kids' events. I get that, you know what I'm saying. You want to be there for the wrestling and the basketball, the football, or the soccer, the recitals, the graduations. Like, you can't do that when you're training, man.
Heck yeah, and that's why, hey, since you speaking of that, man, that's why I want to say that's why I took my time away and put my family first and did what I had to do. Just because, like, I know how serious, family is and how serious I just know how serious the moment in the time of everything is. So I just had to step away for the time being, but it's time now. So,
I definitely get it. I got 3 of them. 2 girls and a boy. I definitely get it.
I'm on my first one, so man, and this is one of the best blessings ever.
So you 154. Like, I mean, you looking did you start at the bottom?
To be honest, when it's contender time, I'm gonna make sure that I'm with perfecting athletes, my people, and we make 147. When it's contendership and title time, we gonna go down on the hunt. I'm gonna go weight bully first, and then I'm gonna make my way up. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't ashamed to say it. Yeah, I'm coming to weight bully and make my way up for real.
So be taking fights in between 47 and 54, some catch weights.
Yep. I'm gonna look to try to even see something at like 50, 49. Shit, we gonna see what's up. Shit, I ain't walking around at 164 and 165 for no reason. So shoot, might have to take them little extra pounds off just to,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fights, people they be like, man, can you make 52?
Man, I mean, if Earl did it, and like Sebastian Fundora and them is doing it, I mean, come on, man.
No brainer.
Weight cutting ain't nothing to me. That's easy. So it's just mental. It's just a mental game when it comes to, cutting weight, not eating certain things at certain times, drinking water only. It's just a mental game.
Man, yeah, you talking about like a fighter's lifestyle is, I mean, especially when you starting out, it's just like the video game. I don't know if y'all remember, but you couldn't buy coins and shit like that.
Yeah, to level up. You couldn't buy VC and all these coins to level up. You really have to do something.
You had to get your shit through the fight. So
yeah, man.
When it comes to that one, when you start from the bottom, man, it get ugly. But I think you with the right team and the right roster.
Cam. Yeah, no, for real. Appreciate you, Cam, for sure. Appreciate everybody that's in here too, man, for real.
Y'all definitely with the right roster, man, because I mean, you just got he pretty much locked in to damn near every promotional company except for like maybe like PBC like that, but Top Rank, Ride the Season, Pro Box.
Hey, I'm hoping to catch Pro Box and Riyadh season like when I make the pro division, like the pro level, just because, man, that Riyadh season going to Saudi and getting that kind of bag look nice.
Going over there, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to catch their eye, man.
You know, because I already know, like, because there's so many promotional companies.
Yeah.
Because that's just like the kid I know, Joseph. His last few fights been on Danny Garcia's promotional card. So it's a lot of people trying to fill cards. I seen BLK Prime out here now. Tomorrow they got something to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, BLK Prime is a good one too. I like their promotion. They worked with Bud and did what they did. I liked it. So BLK Prime.
They had a card on. They had a card on earlier.
Hey, I would like to see BLK Prime do more though. I would like to see them do more little fights or like more little events, little stuff. Even if it's amateur, it ain't always got to be pro. It could be just something light. But I would just like to see them do more. They a good platform, so why not?
They had a card on today. They just put a card on.
Okay, cool. Yep.
I was watching the Eubank fight, but they had a card on because Brian Norman, who was commentating, Brian Norman Sr. And another guy and Zab Judah.
Hey, I want to see that. I want to see them. I want to see Norman and Boots for Undisputed. Honestly, that'd be a nice one.
See, his thing with that, with what I heard, is that Barrios is holding out.
He's a bum. Get him out of there, man. Get him out of there, man. Get him out of there. Have Barrios fight Norman. I don't know how well Norman to do against him. I honestly don't, because Norman, he got his moments. Ain't no disrespect to Brian Norman at all, because I ain't gonna front. Brian is a great fighter. You know what I mean? I got to talk to him a couple times, not a lot, like, you know what I mean? But I got the couple times I got to talk to him, he could fight, man. He could fight. He a good dude, And I only got to talk to him like over Instagram, never like in person or nothing like that. But I will say Brian just got like certain flaws still. Like, you know what I mean? He's stepping over that knee. Some punches be a little bit exaggerated. You know what I mean? Just certain things would be norm. But I like Brian. He got power for real. He could fight. He a dog for real. He a brawl. He could bang. He could do it all kind of. But I want him to tighten up just a little bit more. You know what I mean? So he can really stop Barrios or knock him out, because he got the power to do it. You know what I mean? But he gotta have the game and IQ and all that too. He can't just have power. So
they got him locked in to fight Jen Sasaki already.
Yeah. I ain't like that move, only because I feel like he should have made the move to fight Barrios and just get that unification now, so that way him and Boots could set up something either at the end of the year or at the beginning of 2025. Why not? I mean, at the beginning of 2026, why not? But I don't know. Sometimes business got to be handled first. You know what I mean? We don't all get what we want as fighters. So
yeah, the name I'm hearing is Pacquiao.
Pacquiao for who?
For Barrios.
Why?
I asked the same question, but that's the name I heard. I said,
what are we doing, man? Let that man go be a mayor or whatever he's trying to do for his country, man. Pacquiao's out of here. It's not 2014 or 13 no more where he could just keep, you know what I mean? No disrespect, Pac-Man. You the GOAT, but sit down, Papa. It's time to let the youngest do it,
I had said more of a since Devin Haney's the number one contender, even though he's already number one contender at 47.
Yeah, but look, Devin got to work his way back up. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no disrespect to Devin. I like Devin. He's a great fighter, great guy, great person, great individual. But Devin got to work his way up. You know what I mean? He still suffered a loss, even though Ryan was on the eye string, whatever you want to call that victory, whatever. A loss is a loss. You know what I'm saying? And just to me, that was some whole shit. You know what I mean? Take your loss on the chin and do what you got to do to get back, like with Cotto and Margarito. We found out Margarito was cheating. Cotto came back and got his. You know what I mean? He ain't found no crazy stuff or do too much. He took it on the chin and, moved on and got his back. I think that's what Devin should have did instead of getting his O back and then having it considered a no contest, because now you 31-0, 15-1. Like, that sounds stupid. So, I don't know. I would just like Devin to think before he make his decisions,
If he wins this fight, Ryan win that fight. That's looking at the rematch.
Yeah, and I don't like that fight for Barboza. I don't like it. I'm not Barboza, but I don't like that fight for Ramirez. But
Ramirez, right?
yep, but Ramirez it's about that time for him too to like pack it up. You know what I mean? It's not these young guns is on their way. You know.
Yeah, and Devin's not a little kid too, man.
Yeah, so in Ramirez, you got one more time to lose before you start fighting, prospects and shit. So he got to just, move better, move smarter, not harder. Especially if he's talking about being champion again and being back in the contendership. You're not going to beat Devin doing that. So
at 40, yeah, because the fight's at 47. There's no catch weight. It's 47.
yeah, that's just nah.
And I think Devin gonna make that weight so comfortably. You're gonna see the Devin Haney from when he was younger at 35. He gonna hurt something.
Yeah, and I think that Devin gonna come back more focused. I mean, I do still feel like he got knocked down a lot. So them knockdowns is gonna play a big effect in his. You know how he fight now, especially with them 8 ounces on and without that headgear, not at practice no more, where he's comfortable and you know what I mean. He gonna be uncomfortable again once he get back in there, getting hit a couple times here and there. So I don't know. We just got to see how his body react and how he react in there physically, mentally.
If he if that year off actually was good for him.
I can't speak for no another fighter, but for me, I like this little year off right now. It kind of just showed me who I am and what I'm really capable of, and then like the work ethic I put in, I know I can work way harder now. So I like being able to sit down for a little bit and re-advise and go back and just So for Devin, I don't know though, because he took a loss on his. I took a win, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I ain't lost. We ain't gonna lose. So.
I mean, you think he finally enjoyed his money a little bit?
Money don't bring happiness, So I don't know. I don't know if he was really able to enjoy that money with that loss like that, And then with the internet and the social media and just how everything was going, I don't know if he was really able to enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't think that was an enjoyable thing at all. Not in my eyes. I wouldn't enjoy nothing like that.
Well, I ain't saying money don't cure everything. I'm just saying maybe like he was able to go do some things that you wasn't able to do because you always training. You always getting prepared for a fight. You take a year off, maybe
Yeah, but one thing I hope that he did do with that year off is the camera shit. I hope that he finally thought about it like, hey, now I see certain things, or now I need to stop having this amount of people in my camp or this amount, you know what I mean? Like, what up, Bill? Salute to you, my guy. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope that Devin stopped trying to buy all this jewelry and be all up in his limelight. Because remember, every time he won a fight, he bought a watch or he did something with a chain or something silly like that.
Yeah, he always bought some jewelry,
or a car or something.
I really hated it because I was like, yo, you doing that? Like, bro, that's like we were seeing Tank do that shit. They're like, you're doing some Tank shit, bro. Like,
yeah, like not to sound too spiritual or religious, but I mean that's God opening up your eyes, telling you, hey, you need to chill out. All these rollies or whatever you buying, that's not important. Or you know what I mean? You got to do right with your money when you getting that type of money. And Devin buying the chain and the Razamati every time is crazy. Like I don't.
Yeah, I thought it felt like it was an image thing. I'm like, yo, bro, just be you. Stop trying to be everybody else.
That's why, and I feel like that's why that humble pie came into play, because personas and putting on them fronts do a lot. That's why I put on my Instagram the other day, all that pretty boxing shit on Instagram only gets you so far, man. It ain't gonna change when it's time to get in the ring. It ain't gonna make nothing better. It ain't gonna win the fight. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. So I don't know. I just feel like all that little pretty Instagram shit or Facebook, all that shit just got to slow down or stop eventually.
Yeah, because Chris Eubank did not win this fight pretty at the end. That shit was ugly, rugged, IQ. Like, people might be like, oh, he was holding. I was like, listen, he got caught, he got tired. That motherfucker started leaning. And
I mean, you seen that abrasion on his right eye. That abrasion was pretty big under the right eye. It was huge.
So he was definitely ready for that fight. He probably wanted a 10-round fight. I can see that shit.
You're right.
He definitely wanted a 10-round, but that rehydration clause, I know that shit killed him.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he would have got the stoppage if it wasn't no rehydration in the play. He probably would have weighed in at like 174 after the weigh-ins, for real. But he had to stay up under a certain amount, and you know, I mean, Who knows, honestly? But he got the victory.
Gooch was in the building, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna ask Boom Boom a few more questions. I know the fellas want to get up here. They ain't seeing you in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah,
They
man.
want to. They got their own questions, but so 154. We can see in the next maybe 45 months we may see Boom Boom grace the pro ranks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Highly agree with you. Yes, sir.
Make sure you keep us posted, man, because we keep up with the fights, man, and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely will, man. I definitely will keep y'all posted, man. I definitely want y'all to be able to like help me get the fights out when it's time for them. So I'm definitely gonna say something. Appreciate you. It's boxing and you, my guys, my people, man.
Yeah, Gucci in here came in here, Bill. I know the fellas want to ask you some questions, man. They want to know what's going on because man, listen, the way Cam talk about you, man, that shit different. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Them is real stand-up guys right there.
But before, because and then you was working with the kids. Let's talk about that real quick before I let the fellas on. You been working with the kids, man. How's that going?
Hey, your phone. Hey, you kind of sound a little skippy too. I ain't gonna lie. It's like real.
Is that me? Or you? Hold on, let me see. Yo. Yeah. Now I think that's you, bro.
All right, here. Let me jump back in. Hold on.
Right. So yeah, fellas, I got the link. I'm about to drop the link. Y'all can ask, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can ask Boom Boom some questions. Anything y'all think I didn't touch on because the storm is coming. And shout out to Bodywork for the great artwork. I had this in the cup for a few months. But yeah, man, Omaha in the building, man. Next up, the roster's crazy. The roster's crazy. Hey, C, what's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
Ain't much, man. But until Boom Boom hop back up here, what you think about the fight?
The fights today, Conor Ben showed up and showed out. I mean, you can't ask for more as a boxing fan. You can't ask for more than what we got today. I mean, now that to me, watching that fight was everything I've been wanting to see in a good scrap.
Yo, can y'all hear me better?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Bet. I'm back. My fault.
Boom Boom, there go AC right there.
What's up, AC?
What's good, boo?
Man, how you been?
Man, I've been doing good, man. Can't complain.
Man, that's what's up, man. Same here.
You know, my just to get right into it, bro. I just wanted to ask you, it's a two-part question. Are you still planning to turn pro at 147? And
I'm gonna start at 154, and then we're gonna work our way down to 47.
oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. With that being said, your first pro opponent, would you want a guy within less than 5 fights or 10 fights, depending on who his competition was?
To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, I don't care how many fights. That's just my honest opinion. And then another thing is I don't care who he fought. Who he fought ain't me. Not trying to like sound too tough or be bold, but I know my work ethic. I know how I train. Don't nobody train like me. So I'm never gonna be worried about who he fought before me, after me, was training with, who his trainer is, who his big promotion company is behind. I don't care about none of that. So I just love to
all the
fight, man.
smoke,
I
man.
just love to fight.
He want all the smoke. Plus, you know, I mean, and then you got his team that's gonna be like, yeah, we hold on, we know, young buck, we know.
Right. And they
Start
know
you off this way, you know.
they know I just love to fight. I don't really care about nobody having an O, or the last two people I fought both had O's. I took them. So I'm just here to say I don't care about none of that.
No, I'm only saying that. I'm only asking the question like this because most guys, um, in their first pro debut fight, it's usually somewhere between an easy to a medium touch, something to just make you look good, have a good debut, while other guys try to fight someone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
and
may be
another
a
thing,
journeyman, but he's crafty and he's got the name that's worth,
yeah,
making your debut on that name.
one thing I will say is one thing I'll accept is like if I have to fight cab drivers in the beginning, I'm okay with that. But by like my 12th pro or 13th pro, I'm ready for something serious. Like now, I'm not saying we talking about like the pound for pound list, but I'm ready for some guys that y'all saying was former champions or something. Once I'm 12-0, 13-0, honestly,
Yeah, that's the reason why I was asking, just to kind of gauge where you are and if you're the type of fighter that's coming into the game and saying, look, I don't mind this in the beginning because I know even the greats went through the same thing. But at the end of the day, I'm giving myself a certain fight count. I don't want to go past having this many fights, and I ain't had that step up fight yet.
Right.
That's respectable.
No,
That's respectable.
I highly agree with you. Yes, I highly agree with you because I'm just not about to be doing that here. I want to pick this guy or I want to pick that guy. I just want to fight whoever's in front of me. So we ain't doing no pick this or pick that. I don't get to pick who I spar when it's time to spar. I don't get to be like, hey, I want to spar him today.
I forgot. Damn.
Hey,
Boom, are you a southpaw? Are you a switch hitter?
I switch it. But I like southpaw. I love southpaw, but I can go right hand if I. But I'll be honest, I'm only going right hand once I done dropped you a few times.
So when you hit the dude, when you knocked him into the ropes, because that was a left you hit him with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so was that a left you hit that dude with right here?
Into the ropes, yeah.
No, not the. I'm talking about the dude that was trying to do yoga. He was doing the yoga shit.
Oh, right here, no, I hit him with a left.
You hit him with a left too, right? Yo, that shit.
Yep. I cleaned them up with that left, but I stayed. Hey, so for that one here, I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. I stayed southpaw for that one because he was kind of dangerous. Like from start to finish, he was dangerous. That's why I was hitting him in his mouth like that because my team had already told me like, hey, this ain't gonna be nothing like what you think, and I just was like, all right, I'm ready for whatever. So, and then I didn't get to know that he was undefeated until after the fact. All I was told before the fight was I need to stay one stance, and this guy is tough, and he gonna come forward. So,
does he still fight? I want to know, do he still fight, bro? When you get knocked down like that with headgear, that shit changed.
To be honest, I don't know. This ain't no flex. But the last dude, I still talk to him sometime here and there. He congratulated me on my daughter and things of that nature, but he don't fight no more.
Dudes work at Walmart or UPS right now.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, but yeah, he don't fight no more. So
that shit get real, bro. You get knocked on your ass like that, you gotta go look at it on the page, bro. Like the way that he fall, bro, and he can't get it. It was like he sounded the way he fell. It sounded like Meek Mill.
Yo, bro, it's
that's
yo, it's realer than real because, bro,
appreciate that.
When you right there, man, that shit just tells you everything. When you get in there with somebody good, it's like, am I really looking to go forward with this shit, or do I have the discipline and disposition to keep fucking around with this? And it takes, like when my son told me he wanted to box, I was telling him, look, you got to be kind of fucking crazy. Like literally, you got to be the type of person that enjoys getting punched in the mouth to a certain degree. Like you get caught with a good shot, that shit tickles you. You like, oh shit, this nigga really caught me good shit, bro.
Yeah.
Now let me show you my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As
but
soon as he gets out the ring, he can be the crossing guard too.
AC, I definitely fuck with what you're saying, but the only part I'm not going to agree with is where you say like to a certain degree, bro. You got to be able to get hit in your mouth, and it can't be no certain degree of getting hit in your. You know what I mean? Like you got.
Yeah, no. I was just trying to be. I agree with you. I was just trying to be nice when I was explaining it to my son. Like, listen, this shit is not a game because I tried to fuck around in this amateur shit, and this nigga beat shit down my leg, and I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm ready to kick this nigga. I'm ready to body slam this nigga. As a matter of fact, go check and see if my douche fever is still in my gym bag, because I might throw a couple of rocks at this motherfucker, man.
Right.
Nigga bouncing around, hit me on different angles. Nah,
bro, it was like that. It was like, nigga, you standing right in front of me, and I'm looking at both your hands. How did you hit me in the body? And put your hand back like that to where I had to rethink, like, when did he hit me?
No,
Like,
for real.
Yeah, man. It was like when somebody got you out there like Kevin Hart daddy, like they not jumping me.
Yeah. Hey,
Nah,
and that's crazy that you say that. And that's crazy that you say that though, because that's how I slowed down that last dude I fought. I hit him to that body. I hit him good to the body.
yeah, bro, them body shots are, yo, that shit'll take the energy. Look, I'd rather get knocked the fuck out. I'd rather get, punched up, because I could get past that. But them body shots, them shits hurt all day long, even after
that shit hurt.
They hurt when you sleep. They hurt when you take a shower. When you take a shit, you try to get some buns. It just
or
hurts.
you cough, you sneeze.
Cough, sneeze, laugh. It just hurts. And you just be like, bro, I can't. Like, come on, man. This shit's got to stop. You feel me? So yeah, I this is why I got a different respect for those who actually do this shit and wanna do this shit as a pro. Like, you the first niggas that ever tell me, yo, I'll fuck you up. I'm like, yeah, you will, and that's why I'm gone, bro. I'm not even gonna argue with you. Y'all niggas got a different mentality. I ain't fucking with you.
For sure. For sure that.
So okay. Did you watch the whole card? Boom boom?
Yes, I did. The only fight that I didn't like was that Williams fight or whatever. I didn't like that fight, but all the other fights was pretty cool. Callum Smith need to hang this shit up. I don't know what he on.
Yeah, it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap for him.
Yeah, it's curtains.
I was like, what the hell they put him in there? That boy 21 years. That put him in there with a strong baby. That's not what. No.
Yeah, but then that kid that he fought to. I mean, it's respect to Callum, because Callum got game. Like, his IQ was up there, but it get to a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Callum Smith, bro, you got destroyed by Canelo and all these other. You know what I mean? Like, this just. I don't know, my boy. I don't know. When I seen he was weighing in the other day, I was like, what in the world are we doing? But hey.
That check had to be nice.
Yeah, I thought Callum Smith was retired. That's why I was like, Callum Smith. I thought it was a different Callum Smith. I was like,
nah, that check was nice, man. The check was nice. It was a really good name card. When it comes to that, like if it was over here, that's like having like the Charlos. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, some niggas from Top Rank, some motherfuckers from PBC.
Yeah.
It had some of them dudes over there. Like, it'd be like, oh shit.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't old boy Pollo the champ right now at 40 or something, or 47?
Yeah, him and Matias gonna get it on.
Okay.
On that Shakur card. That Shakur Benefita
Zepeda, yeah. It's my boy. Hey, man, shout out Shakur too, man. He congratulated me on my daughter. That was big. That's my brother right there. Shout out my boy.
Okay, let me ask you a question about your brother. How you feel about his fight coming up?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for every fight. To be honest, when it comes to Shakur, I'm not worried. When it comes to Shakur and Bud, I'm not worried at all. I'm never worried. Them my guys. Them the ones that I'm watching every day studying. So I am never worried. I'm excited just for him to prove and put his name out there a little bit more, but we need that Tank fight ASAP. And we need that. If we can't get that Tank, let's get that Roach fight. So
let me ask you this. Did you feel like he painted himself into a corner before he got in this fight? Because I'm hearing a lot of bullshit about, like, I don't even know how much is true, but he's headlining, but he's not, but he is, but he ain't. but he is.
Nah, I don't think that. When you the best, that's what come with this shit, bro. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Like I'm realizing it myself though. When you a top fighter or you one of those guys, it's gonna be bullshit all in the window. They gonna try to fuck with you and do whatever they can to throw your game plan off and to take your win away or to fuck up that night for you. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you just gotta know what come with the territory when you a top dog in this shit. That's what it be.
Yeah, I'm just saying because it was a whole like I'm like why is business industry? Why do we know if he fired this person or that person or if it's real or not? Why the fuck do we know this?
Right. No, that's just the way to get in fighters' head and just try to fuck up that night for us and fuck up camp or things of that nature, which they did to Floyd Schofield real well. They fucked up his mindset and his
Oh my
left a
God,
lot of
bro,
shit
that Floyd
in him, bro.
Schofield shit.
We're not gonna get too deep into that because he's a hoe. I don't really even like him.
Oh man, I called it, man. I called that Auntie Schofield.
Yeah,
TT Schofield.
Yeah, for real.
That nigga is the messy auntie that you never want to show up at the cookout, but she always.
Bro. You got hooked up to a damn all that, man. That's just crazy work. Not fighting, so, man, nah, bro. We ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, man, but that shit was just funny to me, like, man. But let me ask you something, because I'm gonna keep it in the camp, because you got DB3 coming up,
man. Yeah.
How do you feel about that? We'll start right there because also, the little brother, baby brother, Kemon, even though he's the biggest one, he's at 54. How do you feel about him?
Man, that's bro. And to be honest, DB3, they all my bros, bro. They have helped me, bro. I got one-on-one videos in my phone of me and Keyshawn and Kelvin training, like way before he was champion, way before all this shit. So them is my guys for real. Them is really my people. I fuck with them heavy, and I'm excited for them in their future and what they got in store, man. Especially with Keon coming up too. So, and Keon be showing me little shit here and there. So I appreciate them guys. I don't never feel no way or feel disrespected because I already know we'll never cross paths. That's just not like us. Once we in the gym together, I don't think we would ever, fight or do something like that because we B&B, man. And once you B&B, ain't no leaving. Loyalty run deep in our gym. So, you know what I mean?
So, and I'm gonna ask you a question about Kelvin.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got everything right. I think he do, right?
Yeah.
Some is the last fight he did, but the guy, I think I wasn't on his level. Sometimes I'd be like, he don't pull the trick. Am I tripping?
Yeah, you tripping. Sometimes, to me, you tripping because styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? Certain guys got that durability, or certain guys just know how to, stay in or stay, last. So to me, I feel like you tripping, but you just gotta watch Kelvin, or you just gotta know him how I know him to know how good of a fighter he is. So it's just gonna take more time. He's still developing in the pros too, but my boy Kelvin is one of them ones, and he gonna be a future world champ for sure. I've shared the ring with Kel, so I can say for myself that Kelvin is really one of those. Like
So you think Kelvin just needs more experience?
Yes.
How to finish, how to actually
corner
the guy off and then finish him.
I just feel like it's all about developing and getting better. You know what I mean? And that's what Kelvin is doing. He's around the right people. His brother, our team, Bud. I mean, it's just gonna take time.
I think it's an art to finishing a person because you see some guys, and just to take example of basically what Conor Ben was saying, he was like, I had him hurt, but I couldn't finish him, and I think that's because you're not trained. In some cases, people don't train to finish a fight. And I say this to say this. I kept on arguing with dudes during the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford thing because I was like, the one thing I don't see Errol Spence do is chase the bag. When I don't see a fighter chasing a bag, that tells me he doesn't know how to finish an opponent. Because that's telling you where the thing is and where you could hit him to move him to where you want him to be.
Right.
I've seen Kelvin finish certain people. I've seen him finish people, right? Yeah. But in certain fights, there, I felt like it's just me though, because I mean, I'm sitting out here watching the shit on the big screen. That's a whole lot different than being in there. Right. It just looked like I'm like, hey, you pulled the trigger in the last fight. It looked like you could hit him with the same shit. I ain't saying you're gonna knock him out. It just looked like certain shit. Like I remember that one time he was fighting, and then Bomac took the damn mic off, but they had Bomac mic'd up. he snatched the mic off, like, and then he went in there and said something to him. When he came back out, Kevin beat the shit out of the nigga.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it was like, Bomac was like, he said, boom, 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 boom. And then after that, homie was, I think he finished homie.
Yeah,
because Bomac told him how to put that finishing move on, bro. It's like,
yeah.
look,
Hey, and I'm
right there for you. All you gotta do is.
I used to argue with my coach, like not Bomac and him, but some of my other amateur coaches, because I wanted to learn how to finish guys, not just pile up points and not just, get the victory in that way. I wanted to learn how to stop people. That's just one of the things that I love doing. I don't want to be in the ring all day trying to show y'all everything I got. I'm trying to knock you down. No.
Yeah, you don't get paid for that
I'm
shit.
not to show y'all, so I'm trying to knock guys out. And I think that comes back from wrestling, in my wrestling background, because when I would wrestle, it was get the takedown and pin them. It wasn't get the takedown, cut them, get the takedown, cut them, it was pin them right away.
You look like a wrestler, man. You look like black Air Force One, the high tops. Ain't nobody fucking with you. All black Levi's or Jabos and the black hoodie, the champ shit. Nah, I ain't fucking with you,
man. So that's why.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. We was arguing a little bit in camp here and there, but we always figured it out and kept it cool, and nothing ever happened. But I just always wanted to, because they always would say you're not gonna always get the knockout. No, I'm gonna find my way to getting that knockout. So
I mean, it ain't. But in a fight though, man, like the big shot, you never know if you ain't gotta get the knockout. You get the knock down.
Yeah,
right?
That too. But I need 3 knockdowns and I'm out of there. As long as I get them 3, I'm good. And if them 3 happen in that first round, that's even better. But
depending on the ref, if you whippy wobble him too many damn times and he can't defend himself, the ref jump in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool too. Shit, that's better shit. That mean we getting out earlier.
TK, like I always say, bro. I'm like, listen, the boxer's knockout is the TKO. The puncher's knockout is the KO.
Yeah. So, yes.
But I mean, this ain't the UFC where they get paid for overtime. You don't get paid
for real. This ain't overtime. This ain't that boxing show called Overtime where they get rounds and shit either. Like that shit is corny, bro. For real.
So you can get him in there and get him up out of there. Like I don't blame you.
Because you got to think about it. Is there a stipulation in boxing where here's round 13 if we have a draw, or here's round so and so if this happens? No. So I'm not in here to play around and sit here in this ring for for hours and days. No, bro, it's time to go. Yeah. I trained way too many weeks and months to be sitting in this ring every fucking round. Not gonna lie. So no, I'm not.
Shit I don't want to.
Yeah, so that's
hanging out with people. I'm like, all right, man, I want to go home, but I can't go home.
Yeah,
can't go home. I ain't nowhere near home.
Yeah, I like to get my people home early.
It's crazy when you think that these dudes are in a fight for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
you think,
but sometimes you get the best boxing. You get the best boxing in them 30 minutes too. When it's 2 high caliber fighters. That's
exactly. Like it could be like they're in their happy place. So you're looking at 2 people in love with what they doing. And that's when you scrap that.
A lot of people look at boxing like it's just a sport when it's really an art and a craft. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like to me, boxing is different. Boxing is not just a sport. It's real life a craft. It's like you're learning to swim without getting wet, bro. Like you gotta think about what you're doing for real. Like I don't know, boxing is not a sport to me. It's really
it's got more muscle memory to me than any other sport.
It's probably one of the most brutal. That's why, but it's called the sweet science.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the ring is called the square circle. So they already throwing shit in there to make you know, like it's. Exactly. I mean, when UFC fighters be like, "Your boxing is more brutal than that," you be like, "How?" And it's like, right. Like, I get that, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, bro, or like if you hit me and I'm down, and then you hit me a few times, I can't get up. That's it.
Right.
But if I get up and I don't even know where I'm at, but you think I know where I'm at, you gonna let me get hit again a whole bunch of more time?
Yeah. Hey, I got a couple more questions in me, then I'm about to go back to my daughter and my family, man. So.
AC, what you want? You want to ask them real quick because I want to make sure they when next time you go to Vegas, man, let me know.
I will. Hey, the next time I go, I'm gonna text you right away because I definitely want to share that ring with Joseph. That guy is
definitely let me know before you go because he said yeah we can get some work because he always
hell yeah, that's a bet. I appreciate you doing that too, bro. For real, I do. That's a bet.
No problem, bro.
For real.
My only thing that I'm gonna land my plane on with Joseph is congrats on being a new dad, man. It's a beautiful thing. It adds context to what you're doing and why you're doing it and shit like that. And you know, I look forward to seeing you when you do turn pro, and I'll be following your career, bro.
Man, I appreciate you a lot, AC. And one thing I want to say is, bro, I appreciate you from It's Boxing and you all the way up until this point, bro. Don't everything what you do or say don't go unnoticed, bro. You are a great person, and I appreciate everything you're doing and your words. For real,
Yeah,
man.
for sure, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
inspired by
AC,
guys like you, and I hope you be.
AC, I'm gonna have to get you out here too, so you could really be at the fights and shit. But I'm gonna talk to you. We gonna get some shit set up.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure, definitely. You know,
yes, sir.
If it could go down properly, you know, me, Pop, and Body will come out there and support you, bro. Because we
hell yeah,
you get some of that meal prep for him.
Yeah,
definitely. That'd be a blessing.
Definitely. But yo, great talking to you, bro. You know,
man, I appreciate y'all.
Anytime, bro. And man, hey man, don't be a stranger, man. Pull up, man, anytime you want to.
I definitely. That's why I pulled up last time. The next time you got another show, I'm always pulling up and tapping in, man. For sure. I appreciate y'all.
Anytime, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Blessings on your family.
Hey, blessings to y'all. Stay safe. I will let y'all know when this date is set in stone. Hey, this is Boom Boom. I appreciate everybody in the chat, the comments. I appreciate everybody for coming through, supporting. And hey, we on our way, man. I can't wait till the next fight. We out.
Yeah, for sure.
AC, man.
Yeah, man.
Back to that, you know, we was big on this. We was big on this Eubank man fight.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga dad made me look like shit.
Yeah, that was big, yo.
This nigga dad made me look like shit, bro.
Bro, I was damn near ready to choke back a tear when he was like, "I'm so proud of my son. This is family." I was like, "Oh man." He was like, "Yeah," and when what's the name? Eubanks was like, you know, none of this would have been possible without him. I was like, yeah, they reconciled, man. That's a beautiful thing, bro.
I'm ready to punch that.
He talked all of that shit, and that nigga showed up.
And nigga showed up. You know what? He seen me. Them shorts is out there. He seen me. Yeah. He seen me talking shit, nigga.
Yeah. They heard us and like, yo, make up, man. Y'all, that's come on, bro.
They talking about us all the way in America.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had my fallout with my pops, and before he passed away, long before he passed away, we reconciled everything. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always a beautiful thing. That we got you, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't smoke.
Yeah, that one pull got you, bro.
Mommy.
But yo, it was a great fight, man. Let me. I got kind of mixed feelings on the Yardy fight, though.
I was about to ask you about
that. For the third fight, I thought it would be a lot more action packed. Maybe both of these niggas is leery of a loss or whatever. But for the most part, I felt that Yardy definitely could have stepped it up because oh boy was just looking like he didn't want to get knocked out. He came in massive over Yard. I was like, damn, I didn't know this nigga was that big. Like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? That was number one. And number two, he was so tightly wound and fidgety. I was just like, Yard, this nigga's scared of you, bro. Just turn it up and you could get this guy to fuck up out of there.
I think he tired of gassing out. in the later round.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that might have been the biggest thing. Is like, you know, he's taken in consideration he hasn't been that active, although he's been semi-active. He's been fighting these lower level guys on the low.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's just like I don't know, bro. If you would have turned it up, I seen glimpses of like, yeah, you and Benavidez would make a good fight, but by the end of the fight, I was just like, yeah, David Benavidez might beat the shit out you. You know, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just don't know. You just didn't turn it up when I kept on seeing times
I mean,
you turned it up.
that's basically what Benavidez got though. I mean, because everybody else is probably gonna be taken other than Yardy. Let me ask you this because we can't even talk about undisputed at what's it called right now because Brian Norman's already locked in with your boy Jen Sasaki in Tokyo.
Oh, word! They got it locked in.
June 19th.
Oh,
on a Thursday.
Oh,
12 a.m. So now I'm gonna take a nap for that one.
Yes, sir.
Already locked in. So we can clip all that undisputed right about now because I also heard that it's gonna be like somehow I don't know Pacquiao is popping back up for Barrios Bay.
Wow, that's crazy because I was thinking to myself, Conor Ben might want to stay at 60, but the way
Mike said he was going back down.
Yeah, the way they talking and Eddie was saying, no, he really don't got no business up there. I'm like, I didn't see it, but if y'all know your fighter better than me, so
he didn't even make. I mean, he was 156, bro.
Yeah.
So they don't want to put him up against like 54, and he's got short arms. He got like a 68, and so he's at 47. He's more compact. So he's probably perfect for 47, maybe a few fights at 54, but that's it. Because he come from 40.
Yeah, that is true. He's coming from 40, and he's not
47,
really that special specimen. You know what I'm saying?
I can see him at 47. Doing some damage because even so, maybe he can get the Barrios fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he talking, but I'm also like between I want to say it like this. In my opinion, right now, just by looking at him, I'm gonna go in order as far as hardest punchers of just my opinion right now. I'm gonna say Brian Norman, Conor Ben, and probably Jin Sasaki are probably the three natural hardest punchers in that division. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing Conor Ben mix it in with any of them. Which then, if Conor Ben gets the Barrios fight, it makes it it makes it difficult for Boots to try to say anything about a Conor Ben fight, knowing that the bag is going to be fighting Conor Ben in the UK or even in Saudi. That's going to be a bag and a half for Duran right now. And that's probably his biggest money fight as it is right now.
I mean, but it should be easy to make. But here's the thing: I don't know if this man is gonna be. He's not gonna have the IBF out there in front, bro. He don't fuck that weight class shit. I'm fucking telling you.
Yeah,
he's not doing that. If he don't fight with that weight class shit, bro. Man, listen, that nigga gonna be a perfectly rehydrated 168 pounder.
Yeah, I could see that, but
I don't know about
this
Boots right about now with no rehydration clause.
But this is my only thing is still going to be this with Boots because that question still wasn't answered for me, even with the Stanionis fight.
Okay, it was for me.
It's It's simply this. You get hit with things, right? And if you get hit with someone with the type of power that Connor Ben displayed tonight, you feel what I'm saying, or today, or what Brian Norman displayed, or even at times what I seen Jin Sasaki display is like, bro, these guys hit way harder than Stanionis, Karen, and Roman Villa. So this is still the question I'm gonna ask. Yes, you gave us the 50-50 fight. Stanionis didn't necessarily show up, or you just made him look that simple. You feel what
I
I'm
really
saying?
think it was that, bro. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I really think that. I mean, AC. I mean, like I went back and watched the fight again, bro. He was really, really bigger than him, bro. Like I know what you call look like. He looked strong and stocky right next to him, but bro, he was really bigger than him, bro. And he was walking right through them goddamn punches. That shit had he like. He's 160 pounder. He was 168 pounds easily,
Yeah,
easily, bro. That's like the first time he hasn't have to rehydrate. Like you've seen what like is doing to Chris Eubanks at 35 to have a rehydration clause the next day, and then you can't get bigger than a certain. You know what I'm saying? So Boots actually got like, bro, he was just walking right through, and then after a while, Stanionis just can't take that shit, and he had no backup plan to what happened if this nigga is just that much bigger.
yeah. I mean, for whatever reasons, they had no backup plan. That's all on them. My issue, like I said, my issue with that victory wasn't with Boots. It was with Stanionis. But what I'm saying is, for me, um, you were still getting hit with things that I'm just like, if one of these guys that got power, excuse me, excuse me, if one of these guys got power, hits you with that same shot, what happens, rehydration or not? You feel what I'm saying? Because you wasn't on no rehydration clause when you was fighting the Costio Claytons and the Lipinets type dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Granted, you got them out of there, but still in all, they weren't the punchers like the Brian Norman Jr., the Connor Benz, and the fucking let's even and the Jin Sasaki's. These guys are not the punchers like them. So my question still wasn't answered.
Uh, Man, I think you. I think you tough on. You just tough with Boots.
Listen. In order for me, like, let me say it like this. Right off the bat, when who the fuck was he wasn't really, I'm not gonna really, all right, when Bud fought for me, when he fought uh uh what the fuck's the little short dude, 50, and Bo Floyd was going after him, little short Spanish dude,
Gamboa.
Gamboa. Gamboa is a legitimate puncher. Bud fought Mean Machine, legitimate puncher. You Ndango, legitimate puncher, boxer puncher. You feel what I'm saying? Oh boy, that he took the belt from at 35, legitimate boxer puncher. You feel what I'm saying? So throughout Bud's career, I never had to question whether or not he could take a good shot. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes down to Boots, that's my last question. Can you take the shots that you've been getting caught with, even from these lower level dudes? The same shots that your pops keep saying you get caught with stupid shit. The same shots that people were yelling out that, damn man, Boots cover, like, why are you taking them stupid shots? If put yourself in that position, make those same mistakes with these type of guys, I don't think the fight goes the same way. And that's all I'm saying, bro. That's my last question I need to see answered with him, and then I'll probably get back on the boots train and be like, yeah, you completely won me back over because I done seen all aspects of you, and the things I criticized you about, you've now shut me the fuck up.
Bo, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Ain't shit. You watched the fight?
Nah, I ain't watched anything today.
Oh man.
I did see I read about it, I guess. Eubank won by unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree with the unanimous decision part, but yeah, he did win.
You disagree with the unanimous decision part?
Yeah.
Who you thought Ben won the fight?
No. I thought it was either I thought it would probably come down to being a split decision or a draw. I was just a little shocked. I was like, well, maybe they scored the rounds differently than what I saw.
Damn.
But going into by the 10th round, I was like, this shit could be a draw. It could easily be a draw. But I saw and I think Eddie said the same thing. I guess we saw the fight the same way. And that surprised me that me and Eddie Hearn saw a fight the same way. Is the fact that the 10th and 11th round, I seen just Eubanks just steal those rounds. Like those were close rounds, but he just the last 30 seconds to a minute, he just leaned into him and put hands on him. In the 12th round, he completely stole that shit with them 2 times. He rocked him.
Yeah, I heard the fight was pay-per-view too.
Yeah, I don't
know.
I don't know. I just watched it on my own shit on my TV. So
yeah, I'm just saying. Nah, I missed a lot. I was running around trying to get some floors done in the house. But yeah, I mean they'll probably put the fight on YouTube tonight.
Yeah, more than
tomorrow.
More than likely, but it was a good fight. I disagree with it, but I could still see it. I could still see once I went back and like just glanced through it. I was like, yeah, I could see where they came up with the unanimous decision. It's a little bit of a reach, but I ain't mad at it either way. It was a great fight.
I'm surprised it actually went to decision, man. I thought Eubank would have got him out of there.
No, he was you talking about being depleted. Oh my God.
Yeah.
His legs was gone by like the 4th, 5th round. His legs was gone. He had no legs. I'm surprised he made it all the way through the fight. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, I did hear he was weight drain or some shit
like that. Man, yeah. Like,
horribly weight drain, bro. And that's what I was trying to tell some people. I was like, look, man, it looked like they just trying to make this fight as even as possible by fucking with this dude. And then Eddie says, yeah, the terms of the contract, we tried to make the fight even. I was like, yeah, because y'all fucking knew. Yeah, for Conor Ben, because they knew Conor Ben just going up there and fucking with Chris Eubanks, that fight was not gonna go 8 rounds, bro. Not 8 rounds with all
He asked for it. He motherfucking what? Yeah. What you want me to do, nigga? I'm 160, 168 pounder. Like, not my fault. You can't get up here. What the fuck? What you want me to do? You're small. You just want to fight me, like, person. Do you have a bigger brother? That's all I'm asking. I'll whip his ass. You know what I'm saying?
My only problem with Chris Eubank is why this dude never really want to test himself, man. Like, I mean, I ain't see the fight, but I thought before the fight he would have dusted Conor Ben off. But I'm saying, like, Chris never seemed to want to test himself against the upper echelon of boxers and shit.
Like who?
Because he's really a 168 pounder, right?
Yeah. I think
so. 160. He floats between 60 and 68. Yeah.
But even still, whatever that weight is, he could have fight any upper echelon boxer. I mean, like to me, Conor Ben is a nobody outside of his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Legacy. Conor Ben is really a nobody, in my opinion.
Paid him a lot for this fight because he didn't want the fight. Sheik paid him a lot for this fight. Like he threw a crazy number out there.
Yeah, because prior to this, I was hearing reports that Chris Eubanks was actually thinking about moving up to 68 permanently because he was like, it's getting harder for him to make 160.
His name was floating around with Canelo's and shit too. He probably,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Before locking in and actually saying he was gonna do this fight, he probably could have got the damn that when they probably had him in position for where the skull got.
Yeah.
Like his name was roaming around, but he threw like the Sheik paid him. He probably said some shit like I don't even want to say it. And the Sheik was like, he probably gave him something close enough to it that he was like, okay.
Yeah, you could bet these niggas got this bag because I don't know, man. The energy in that spot, just watching the fight.
I mean, they probably got the bag based off they pop's name. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's really why they want like three of them. Like I mean, one side really want to fight, and then the entire fucking country wants to fight too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or just
this shit, Bo, this shit had fucking Gordon Ramsay at the fight.
Like it's really about that. Like it's like the Benz really want that fight for the legacy and like they did all these 30 to 35 years in the making, all these videos and all this other shit. And then it was like Chris Eubanks Sr. didn't want the fight because of the weight drain and the weight cut. And then Chris Eubanks Jr. after a while really didn't even care for the shit. So then once they paid him enough for the shit, he was just like, all right, if I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
And he's just a condescending motherfucker, and that's just, you know, that's why he's smacking him with the egg, and he didn't shake his hand or nothing after the fight. Or he ain't shake his hand, say good, nothing. He just like, I won. I told you I was gonna beat you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, bye bye. You lost a peasant. That's pretty much how he was. Real talk. Real talk. Like he's a funny dude. I can't front.
Yeah, Chris could definitely sell a fight. I just wish he could sell it with his hands. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what gets on my nerves about boxing, man. It's just a popularity contest. Ain't even about the best fighting the best. It's who's more popular is going to get the most shine, pretty much.
But to be truly honest with you, I went and looked, and his losses come from at least I think the Billy Joe Saunders fight was for a belt, if I'm not mistaken, or it was led to a belt. He lost that fight, split decision.
Well, he lost to Billy Joe.
When
he lost to George Gold.
When Callum Smith stopped him.
Liam Smith.
Liam Smith. No, was it? It was homie that fought tonight.
Yeah, Liam Smith.
Who was that? Liam that fought tonight? That was Liam, right?
Yeah, Liam fought. I think he fought today as well.
Yeah. When Liam stopped him. That was I don't know if that was for because that IBO belt mean a lot over there, bro. I see that now.
Yeah, that's the
IBO belt means a lot. It means
them niggas won't let that IBO go because Usyk fought for the IBO. Who else? Beterbiev fought for the IBO.
Bivol.
Or no, it wasn't Beterbiev. It was Bivol that fought for the IBO.
No, that IBO means something to them. So he is the IBO. He's the IBO champion as well.
Well, the IBO in general gets you in line for a major title.
Yeah, but like if you don't get how you want it, they still got mandatories and shit like that too.
Yeah, bro. Like what it was a champion at a lower weight class. I think it was me and you talking about it, Pop. He had given up the IBF belt to fight for the IBO.
Word.
And to us, we were like, why the fuck would you do that? And he was just
I be over
realizing
there
that
more.
over there in Europe, that the IBF and the WB, they got weight, but that IBO belt, that shit is like a legacy belt for them over there. That's like a Ring Magazine belt to them for whatever reason. I'd love to speak to somebody from that side to be like, yo, why is the IBO such a prominent belt
Might
in
be the money bag belt. Like, word, if you defend it, we gonna pay you this. Because you stand over here.
yeah, could be.
Well, I know they usually fight for that British title that look like the fucking LGBT fucking color belt, whatever.
Yeah. The British World title is something too, bro. That's big when you win that. You know, that title right there, I think gets you in line to now uh be a legitimate name or contender to fight outside of the UK, go after some of the other belts and shit like that. And I think it also puts you in line to fight for the IBO, because most dudes who got the IBO also prior to that fought for the British boxing championship belt.
So I mean, he was talking about fighting a few people. I was like, okay. He was after this fight, so I was like, He said he might want to fight Laura. He didn't mention Janet back. He did mention I
He
don't
said he
know why.
want to fight Janet Beck.
He didn't mention Janet back.
Yeah, because I think Janet Beck would cook his ass.
He did mention Laura. I don't know why he would mention Laura.
Who's this?
Because
Eubank Jr.
Oh,
Laura's in his 40s. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's gonna call him out.
He said he would fight he said he would want to fight Bud and Canelo.
man, go up to 168 like you was originally gonna do. You got some rhythm, you got some whatever. Go up there to 68, bro. I mean, it just looked like I don't know what the case may be. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was I don't know. It's you just I don't know. Maybe you need to go back to B&B so they could sharpen you up again. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, for a guy with no legs, man, he looked pretty good, bro. He said,
Yeah.
"What happened to Yard?" I mean, Yardy won. He looked good. It looked like Yardy won. I think he won majority of the rounds. I had him like 9-3. To be truly honest with you, I had him like 9-3. Word.
Did Yard win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked, and he didn't gas out or nothing. So I know he's looking to be in line for the Dave Benavidez fight, since the other belts is locked up. That's another thing with Chris Eubank Jr. too. When you're looking at it, at between middleweight and motherfucking super middleweight, now I had all the belts locked up, and then that middleweight, it was like for a minute, I didn't know who was the damn champions. After Triple G gave up both of the belts.
Yeah, he got a unanimous. Yardy got a unanimous decision. I forgot. Yeah, he got.
Well, yeah, he pretty much he had to
But
pay.
I think, let me ask y'all this question: do you think Yardy might be better off at 168 than 175?
Nah, he just got too much muscle, bro.
I don't think he ever fought at 168.
He's got too much muscle, bro. That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets rid of that, that's going to knock off weight off of him. So
I think he's
old
for that now.
Nah, I think he's good at 175, man.
Yeah, he good at 175. He just looked like somebody who he looked like he should hit like Beterbiev, but he don't.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Anthony Yard. You know why? Because this man barely had an amateur career, and he was willing to test himself against the top dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like he went up there against Kovalev when Kovalev was still the crusher, and then he fought Better Be Air. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker ain't duck no smoke. With the lack of talent he has, he ain't duck no smoke.
No, that's why. This is why for me, I've been an Anthony Yard fan forever. When people used to be like, "Oh, you like 175? Ain't nobody at 175. 175
But,
pound division is lame." I'm like, are you dudes fucking
but
stupid? Y'all don't realize who's there. Like
well,
I can tell you're not boxing fans because you got Peterview, you got Bivol, you got Yardy, you got the Crusher there. And I was like, come on, man, what the fuck
At the
y'all
time,
doing?
yeah. At the time, it was like Joe Smith was there.
Yeah, I was like, come on, y'all niggas is crazy. 75 is stacked with talent. It's just we ain't seen these niggas mix it up yet. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's knocking off their little chess pieces to claim their little space of dominance and shit like that.
well,
But
I will say this though. It's talent there, but it's really only two people really separate from that talent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe three now that Benavidez is up in there, but
when y'all, my point was saying it like this: when Yardy started to make his noise, that division was there for Yardy to take. It was his division to inherit. That's what everybody was saying when they was looking at him. You feel what I'm saying? It got a little sketchy with the you know with the Kovalev loss, and then you turn around and you lose to
right,
Lyndon Arthur. That's when
right.
people got real
So my
sketchy about you.
yeah, so my thing is, let me take that back. He did fight Kovalev. I ain't gonna say Kovalev was the crusher, but he was a lot better. He was still too good for somebody like Anthony Yard. Like I said,
Yeah,
with the lack of experience and the lack of amateur career and stuff, he was
and
still
this,
too good for him. And
and this,
he gave Kovalev a run too.
but this is why people, I felt that um, I thought he could beat Kovalev because of Kovalev's age and Yardy having youth on his side, but I was still like, stay with the lower competition because you can't go in there at that level having gas tank issues. All these dudes got to do is weather your power storm. You feel what I'm saying? And then you food for them. And each one of those fights, those things was proven. And that's why I was like, bro, you're fucking up your opportunity to inherit a division that was there for you to inherit. I understand you wanted to make your name, and I understand you guys felt that between you and Tunde, y'all could compete, but Tunde didn't believe in road work for you or sparring. At that level, come on, bro. Y'all niggas was wilding.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I can understand the Harley the sparring part when you moving up too fast because you don't get the brakes beat off in you in sparring. That when it's about time to make it to the ring, you ain't got shit to show. You know what I'm
And
saying? Because
I get that, and this is why people complained about Doghouse, and this is why a lot of people in today's trainers feels like we got to try to limit the sparring because too often the fighters try to leave it in the sparring ring and go too hard with sparring because it's just their competitive nature. I get that.
yeah,
And
because
that's
most of them dudes that you hear they sound punch drunk. Most of that shit come in sparring,
Yeah,
not really in the fights. That's mainly sparring because they like look at James Tony. That motherfucker ain't he hard to hit when in a when under the lights and shit. But in sparring, this motherfucker be going all out and shit.
yeah. Standing right there, taking it, then throw his shit back. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas is crazy.
yeah, he definitely Lulu. But he ain't like to do no road work or nothing else neither. He just like sparring.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sparring. That was his main thing, sparring.
Yeah, he was.
Sparred too much and shit and became punch drunk.
He ain't like
Yeah, he was a junkie
he
for it.
like that nigga wanted to spar. Just spar. Word. That's how you know that nigga he would blow the fuck up because when he went to heavyweight, he was like, I ain't gotta run no more now. I ain't gotta make no weight, nigga. I'm good.
He was like, I ain't got to worry about what I eat. I ain't got to run like that. I'm good. I was like,
You just like from the Holyfield fight to the Ruiz fight to everything after that. Look, after that, he was just like, oh, I ain't got to worry about weight, nigga. Fuck this shit, nigga. It's rap. Word. I'm eating everything. Burger King. That's my nigga James Tony, nigga. Word up.
Yeah, that nigga was definitely official with it, but you know, I don't know, bro. I'm a huge fan of Yardy, and just the way he looked in the fight that I saw him in today, I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, you like Lyndon Arthur is really that big?
Yeah, he ain't no little dude, man.
Like what the fuck, man? Literally, it looked to me like 160-pound dude fighting a light heavyweight. Like I was looking at their shoulders, looking at their necks, their arms, and I was just like, this nigga Lyndon Arthur is massive compared to you, bro. And I thought you were a big dude. So if you stay trimming out like that, man, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 168 is where you might want to go.
I think he fought that way just so he can look the way, because certain people make you, you look like this, you look like that. I'm saying he probably got that championship fight coming up against Benavidez, because Benavidez definitely needs a dancing partner.
Yeah, I mean I don't I could see at certain areas why you why you fought like that. The main one I could attribute to is y'all niggas got history now. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all have at least, at least 18 to 20 rounds in. So um yeah, there will be a level of caution. You don't know how he progressed. He don't really know how you progressed. You've been a little bit more busy. It was just those elements where I was just like, you caught him with some nice shit, but it seemed as though you stopped to admire your work instead of putting turning the speed up or clicking that switch and shit like that. But I'm you know maybe I just got to go back and rewatch his fight because I was just a little, I don't know, I was just a little confused and I had this weird look on my face like, Yardy, what are you doing?
Well, before this fight, he was ranked 9th in the WBC, so his name could definitely be right there to fight. Because I mean, that's probably the sexiest name out there for Dave Benavidez for them to make that fight.
It's if
Hey,
they go ahead.
Oh no. I just want to before we continue on that, I just want to switch something up real quick, man. I don't know if y'all watched the Shannon Sharp with Terrence Crawford interview. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did hear a clip on there that makes me pretty upset. So I don't know why Terrence Crawford keeps saying it's our people that keep, you know what I'm saying, that's not supporting us. And I'm sitting up here when he's saying they criticize, with the whole Earl Spencer stuff, like I get it. But when he keep saying it's our people, like as if we the only one, because I think he said that we the only group of people that does that. To me, I call bullshit on that because I seen Mexicans who he try to get props to say, oh, they always support each other. I see the fucking Mexicans drag fucking David Benavidez through the mud, all because he wanted that smoke with Canelo. So to me, I just hate when Crawford keeps saying that it's only black people that just be dragging people. I'm like, nah, man. Like Crawford, you need to stop that shit, man.
I ain't watched the interview yet.
No,
I ain't watched the interview yet.
I saw that clip. I still have the same opinion. Like, you know, there is a grain of salt of truth to that, but at the end of the day, I mean, to just say it's just that's the part that I disagree with. It's not just, you know, it's not just black boxing fans. I'm gonna say it like this: it's American fans. It's an issue with American fans and sometimes supporting American fighters, no matter who they are. You feel what I'm saying? Because black boxing fans still support Rashidi Ellis, but it's the American fans that'll tell you the dude is garbage. He's this. Black boxing fans still support Keith Thurman, but it's American fans that'll tell you, we crack jokes from here and there and saying Keith once upon a time Thurman. We try to write him off, and the only person he lost to was to Pacquiao. And it's like, seriously? Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I yes, if you only frequent black boxing channels, you might come across with that opinion. But if you fucking with a lot of different channels that are run by different people and shit like that, different ethnicities, you'll see that shit across the board. You know, yeah, we're not like Japanese fans or UK fans or even Australian fans. No, we're not on that level, but we got to be responsible as a whole. American fans are just the most fickle.
Right. And to be honest, I don't mind that at all. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, like you were saying, when you just put black people in a box and say, "Oh, it's just us."
Yeah.
That's why I have a problem when it comes to Terence Crawford. I'm like, oh man, ain't no way, because I seen everybody, you know what I'm saying, get criticized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody. I watched Sean Porter in one fight say, Boots ain't who you thought he was. The next fight, the nigga said, Boots is everything special since the invention of cream cheese. I'm like, what the fuck, Sean? God damn, bro.
You gotta remember. I think he forgot he was a commentator. I'm like they was like, "Yo, Sean, you ain't fighting no more." He's like, "You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like I can still fight."
Exactly. So,
your body was good.
What's up, man? What's going on, Pop? Salute AC, salute Bo, salute Pop.
man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Man, thank you.
I wanted to chime in, man. I just wanted to chime in real quick because it's like I'm gonna use David Benavidez. It's like the Mexican fan base. They'll shit on or throw shade at Benavidez in favor because they rock with Canelo. But so when Bo said that about what Bud was saying, I'm like, man, it'd be a lot of hypocrisy with Bud, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. It's like you can't say stuff like that when you spearhead some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you going out of your way to do stuff with a dude like Tank. You go out of your way to say stuff in the interview. Like nobody be asking you. And then you get up there and you make that your main point. It's like we don't buy that. We're not buying that, man. Like you gotta live, you gotta practice what you preach. And so I've seen a lot of people. There's a lot of people jumping over the fence now and kind of giving Benavidez a little more. They're giving him his praises a little bit now. Like, well, they're coming around and saying, "Oh man, yeah, he tough and he this and this and that." And that's because they don't really know what Canelo really gonna do. Like they know he got this fight and he probably got the Bud fight. So they kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as him. So now it's okay to actually give Benavidez, like, to be able to say, oh yeah, Benavidez is next or whatever. So they allow themselves to say a lot of shit that they know that's not true, or they arrive with a narrative that they know is not true. And that's what a lot of these guys do. It really be to like not allow somebody else to get more praise or more salutes or more flowers or whatever you want to call it in favor of their guy. So you won't be honest until it's like it's almost like it's a little too late to where it's like, man, you don't sound right.
Man, I be trying not to get into that damn. That's why sometimes that's why it's a 3-hour interview. I'm like, damn, I wonder if anything happened with the damn, if they asked anything about that Earl shit. And I seen the clip, I still ain't watched it yet. I knew he was gonna say something about Tank. I knew he was gonna say something. I was like, but I ain't watched that shit yet.
But that's why I wanted to use Benavidez. So I didn't even want to go because people be like, oh, here you go on Buzz. So I don't really want to use it, but let's just use Benavidez. It's like a lot of people that's not really gonna give, like, until Canelo, they see him really like exiting stage left, they're not fully gonna keep it honest on who Benavidez is. It just is what it is. And like even like amongst his fan base, amongst the Hispanic fan base, they'll say all kind of things like when they said that he didn't he could have stayed right there, he didn't force his bet, he didn't force the mandatory and all this other stuff. It's like, how long you want him to stay there? He gotta go do his own thing and forge his own path. And when he do that, it's like they the ones still be bringing up Canelo with him.
Yeah, he won't move on.
We've been telling. I mean, those of us who've been hard body Benavidez fans, we've been like, stop chasing the Canelo fight and run your own race.
Because you see what it does. You see what it does to everybody else. It's so many people that stayed in that Canelo line. It's like, no, man, look at what happened to the Charlos for the time when they was in that line. Look at everybody who just got caught standing in that line waiting. Look at what happened to Andre. It's like, no. So then when Benavidez go and he forged his own path, oh, he didn't really want it. It's like, but that's his inherent fan base that don't want to give Benavidez his credit in favor of Canelo. Now they will, as Canelo start to fade out, they're going to start giving it, and they're going to look real weird jumping over that fence now, or contradicting themselves.
Yeah, because it's people like most of us on this panel. I think most of us on this panel been David Benavidez fans, you know, for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's like I'm still a David Benavidez fan, and you know, I know prior to the Bivol and what's the name fight, me and Pop had our debate. It wasn't really a debate. It was just our conversation on, you know, what we thought if Benavidez would get either one of those fights, and I was just saying I don't know if he beats either one of them.
He whooped both of them niggas.
And that's what he was saying, and I was just like, I don't know, Pop. That's a different level.
After 2-3 wars, he whooped both of them niggas. He the younger one. Them niggas taking wars.
Now, I mean, they got mileage on him.
Exactly. I'm saying, he a brand new car. I beat the shit out of you.
Exactly, bro. And that
tune-ups and new tires, new brakes, new rotors.
Yo, he got the proper airless tire that nigga could get, you know, could have that car sit down and grab all of that torque. And at that first 60 foot, I don't think them older veterans right now could fuck with young boy. I just had to see Gibbs fight.
Same old shit, Bills.
What's up, Bills? What's up, man?
Salute, man. You know, trying to, you know, I'm at work, so it's like always.
Come over here and start some shit and then leave.
No, I ain't gonna start nothing today, man. I seen a good fight today, man. I think they're gonna run it back. That was damn.
Run what back?
Ben and
old boy. Wait, man, he can't do that no more.
Who? Eubank
Junior.
Hey,
Conor Ben said it's either Barrios or a rematch.
He gonna get
hey,
Barrios.
hey,
Barrios.
hey. I was telling my homeboy up in here, man. We were watching this shit. Yeah, we ain't supposed to be doing that, but yeah, we watching the shit. Man, I said 147. Ben, I mean, he not fuck around got a fan out of me, man.
Yeah, he go back
I,
down.
I used to be big on being into the situation, man. I mean, I just had to keep it a buck. I used to be a huge kind of Ben fan, man. I just
Man,
after that situation, I ain't want to be a hypocrite, man, with him the egg situation because he didn't look the same. He ain't looked the same since.
Yeah.
He looked all right.
I'm in
man,
that
he
Yeah,
look
same
like
I'm
boat
not.
because I was a Ben fan since he was at 40. I was like, yo, this motherfucker is crazy. He just
I'm not.
throw
I'm not.
every
I'm not
punch
sold
like
on.
it don't like he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sold on Ben, man. Even before the before this joint, the eggs and shit. I'm not sold on him.
I
Um, I,
mean,
I mean, I didn't see
but
the fight today, but I'm just saying. I just know I ain't sold on him. I just
Bold,
think.
you gotta
I
watch
think
it,
I'm gonna
bro.
say it like this, Bold. When you watch the fight from today, I think you're gonna be like, I think I might be a Conor Ben fan all over again. I mean, he impressed me today. I'm not even gonna lie. I
I
seen
seen him. I
yeah,
seen him. I'm like, ain't nobody beating him at 147, man.
yeah. That's
I
I
know
was
that's a reach. That's a reach, but I
You
don't
said
you
nobody.
see
You
it,
said
bro.
nobody is beating him.
No, not at 147. Not of them
Man,
champions.
if he fight the way he fought any of those guys that fought, if he fights the way he fought Chris Eubanks at 47, I don't think none of those dudes survive in the ring with him. That's why I
oh
was
come on,
saying what
man.
I was
Yeah,
saying
come on,
earlier.
man. That's a bit of a reach, man. I
Bro,
mean,
you
It
got it.
was.
Yo, he
It is a
broke his
reach. It's
jaw
a
if
reach,
off.
you
bro.
bank if you bank was weight drain going in today's fight, and Conor Ben just happened to look good against a weight drain Eubank and it still didn't win. What do you think? Nah, I don't see it, man.
I don't think he was weight drained where he was leaning on him. He was leaning on him. I
Now
don't know.
he was a little fucked up in the weight, and that's why I was like, yo, they trying to make it a even fight. But outside of those tangibles, when I was just looking at certain things that Conor Ben was doing. You feel what I'm saying from a technical standpoint and other things like that. I'm like, bro, he's gonna be a serious problem for a lot of
It ain't
these guys
even
at
it ain't
47.
even
Man.
that, man. It's like he got a chin out of this world. Like he'll run through a wall, bro. Like the way
Yeah. The
he was
only
taking
thing with
some.
him though, only thing with him, I guarantee you, even Eddie knows that dude ain't about that life, man. That's why he ain't gonna put him in with somebody that's good. He'll probably put him in with somebody that he know he could beat, but he ain't gonna put him in.
So who you think beating him at 147 now? Barrio?
That would be a 50. No, I think I edge the Barrios, to be honest with you, man. I think I edge the
What?
Wow.
Barrios.
Bo,
Yes.
Bo, come on, Bo, man.
No.
Wow,
I'm
Bo,
Come on,
that's
Bo,
I'm
man.
edging at the Barrios. I'm edging at the Barrios. Yo, Connor, I don't know, man.
Come on, Bo, man. I know you wanna stand on your square, man, but come on, man. You see,
Hey man.
I don't know. I mean, that's your take, Bo, but I mean, I gotta give it to you.
No, I just don't see Connor Ben like that guy, man. I mean, again,
Man,
I didn't
watch
watch
that
the
shit
fight today,
tonight, man. Watch it, man.
but I'm just saying I saw Connor Ben last fight and he looked horrible, bro.
Hey man, whatever he went through to get to this point, he might need to go through it again. Cause goddamn, he gonna be an excellent fighter if he got to go through some more turmoil
yeah. I
to get to
mean,
this
maybe
point. This
like,
motherfucker,
hey,
whatever humbled him,
I'm gonna say it like this: whatever caused Joseph Parker to make that turn, whatever caused Daniel Dubois to make that turn, it just seems as though like the next fighter on that list might be Conor Ben. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally, I look at it like this: Conor Ben versus Jerome Boots Ennis in the UK. That's a bag and a half right now. If that fight
look,
happens next, if not, Brian Norman coming off of. Let's say he goes to Japan and he beats Jin Sasaki, stops him, coming back to the U.S. and then signing a a fight between Conor Benn and what's the name at 47, bro, that's another bag and a
Man,
half for that man. And at
I
the
mean,
end of the
it's
day,
good
Boots is
big
gonna
money
have a
fight.
lot of problems trying to justify what the fuck he doing and not fight and he'll have problems justifying what he doing, knowing that Norman Jr. already knocked off a Jin Sasaki and a possible Conor Benn. Bro, it's a wrap, man.
It's a big money fight, and that's cool. I got both of them dudes stopping Conor Benn, bro.
I
Both of
don't,
them.
Oh,
man.
wow.
I got
Okay.
both of them. And check this out. I be making fun of Boots, man, but I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, going into Boots' last fight, I said that dude is tailor made for Boots. I said Boots gonna stop him. When people were saying, "Oh no, he this dude's," I said, man, this dude's tailor made. I thought Karen is still Boots' best opponent, man. Just because Karen he doesn't have a name, but his style of fighting is what made it tough for somebody like Boots. But somebody coming straight for that Boots, man, he'll pick him apart. If you ain't coming with no
He
boxing
might.
IQ, he'll pick them
bro.
apart.
Look, this is how I feel about Boots, real quick. This is how I feel about Boots. I think right now, 47, the only one that might make him pack it up is Norman, bro. Like I think he's shooting fish in a barrel, man. At 47, he need to just go ahead at 54, man. And people say, "Oh, you rushing Boots?" I'm like, I'm not with I'm not with him just being able to sit there and let all these little dudes come up and see him there, man. I'm not with it, man, because he's too big. Now, this the thing. If Conor Benn can go down to 47, I don't know what he'll have if he can, if you know how he'll look at 47. But if he was under that 10 pound, like if Boots could only rehydrate 10 pound, like under that IBF, that'll be an interesting fight. The only other fight I see being really interesting is him and Norman, man. As far as Boots,
Well,
everybody
after
else
what
is
I
food.
seen today,
Everybody else is food at 47, man. Like
after what I seen today, and the way they came to the ring, and the music they chose, and the motherfucking graphics and all that shit, had me ready to motherfucking fight.
It was fan
I'm like,
friendly, bro. That shit was mad fan friendly. I was like, oh wow,
man, when Eubanks came out, man, motherfucker, I stopped doing. I don't work hard anyway, but I stopped motherfucking working.
that nigga got the same type of job Tommy got from Martin. Whatever the fuck that is.
Motherfucker, I stopped motherfucking working, bro. I said, oh shit. I said, this finna be a motherfucking fight, bro.
Bro, listen.
Hey man, y'all better put some respect on Blair's name, man.
Oh yeah.
That would be an
oh,
interesting fight. Conor Benn and Blair Cos would be an interesting fight.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Bland, Boots will be an interesting fight.
Blair and Norman will be an interesting fight.
Man, my only thing with Blair, man, is his stamina. It's conditioning, bro. It's conditioning. When he gets tired, it's noticeably like he tired. You know what I'm saying? He starts swinging wild and shit when he's dead tired.
Shit, he might have not fixed that. They
when you gonna
blackballed him,
send the
shit.
when you gonna send the bat signal to Blair, Pop?
I've been sending it. He working on something. He told me he gonna pull up soon as he got something solid. He want to bring
lock
it
it in
over
now.
here.
He's trying to lock in that Barrio. He's trying to lock in that Barrio fight.
Man, that
we
dude
really
looking at, man, I'm hearing.
Who's his strength and conditioning coach?
Who, Blair?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Well, I don't know who we with right now.
Shit, need a good one. I tell you what, man. Like,
But some of that, I'm sorry. But some of that is that he be getting the late notice, bro. They be hitting that man up like with a late camp, like a late notice. They darn
2
near
weeks.
boom that man. Yeah. He not getting a fair shake.
You got to put a team together like Mr. Potato Head, because the team that you usually use is already booked. That's not cool.
No, I get it. But his last fight with Adrian Broner, right? They let him know well in advance. Even though he dropped AB later on in the rounds, this motherfucker was so tired he wasn't even swinging the same. I said, God damn, bro, he need a strength and conditioning coach for real.
What, bro? He said the same shit that Madonna said. It don't look. But he said, like, bro, AB hit hard than much. Like he hit like the middleweight. Like everybody that ever fought him said he was saying AB was. He said he thought he was gonna drop him again, but he was like, this nigga wasn't going away. He got a beard, and I'm hitting him with everything, and that motherfucker can punch. It was like so. I mean, especially after knocking that tooth out, I think AB was really embarrassed. So we caught glimpses of old AB, but yeah. And then that come off of when you've been on the shelf. We seen everybody look like that, been on the shelf. Brian Norman look like that. Coming back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got hit too many times against. But you know what? Before we get out of here, y'all, what do y'all think about Jen Sasaki, AC's boy versus Brian Norman Jr.?
Man,
already signed, sealed, and delivered. Book Thursday, January 19th in June.
June the 19th.
June 19th. Word, 12 a.m. So it's gonna be like Thursday. You know, I guess.
Where's that? In China?
Tokyo,
Japan.
Well, shit.
Shit, I already said, man, that dude Sasaki overrated, bro.
Yeah, he going night, man. I'm
Yo,
don't get me wrong.
He's all offense. He's exciting as far as all offense. Nigga got no defense, bro. Zero.
I'm gonna order me something from Temu, and goddamn, by the time they get here, the buddy going night.
That nigga. Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Hey, I think it's Norman time, bro. I wasn't sold at first, but I kind of side with what he said, man. They done fucked up and let him find himself and get in this groove, and now he got an identity, man, and he know what he doing. And if you can't take what he got coming and or neutralize it, man, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that dude, man.
But my only thing with Norman though, I don't know if he leaves his chin up high, whatever. But even in the last fight that he did ran through dude, Norman did get clipped, bro. Like motherfucker had a little rubbery legs and shit.
That's like I was saying, time off. You know what I'm saying? Timing not as good as you think it is. Like the worst thing for a fighter, man, is inactivity. Word.
I mean, Boots get clipped a lot too, man. He just ain't got
Exactly
the right one.
No,
exactly.
He does get clipped. But what I'm saying, this ain't the first time I see Norman get clipped, and it was kind of like wobbly. Like remember, he got dropped. And he was hurt in that one fight that they ended up making it a draw and shit. But
but we ain't seen Boots be wobbly like that.
Sasaki to me is I ain't gonna say he's trash, but
you already said it, man.
I just think Norman gonna
he just a little wild.
Yeah,
he wild with his offense. That's the thing. He gonna get caught trying to swing one of them wild joints, and he ain't gonna even see that shit. And it's gonna be by the time he start looking up, they gonna be like 7, 8.
When it comes to Boots, if he don't, I don't think he might, but I spoke to somebody. He definitely not getting Barrios. Top rank unless it's making dollars, it ain't making sense. So he may be fighting WBA contenders or moving up really soon because they're gonna get his ass into there.
He's trying to push for that. He's trying to push for that undisputed.
It's not gonna happen. Is what the fuck I'm telling you. And he see the writing on the wall. If he don't defend the WBA or he gonna do that weight class shit again, which I doubt, he gonna have to move up. He's already done 3 title defenses with the IBF. Nigga, you eligible to move up and fight Baccarat.
I mean, won't you goddamn get? I mean, who he with? Eddie Hearn,
yeah.
Well, shit, they got all that to seat and motherfucker put the money up.
Yeah, if they put the money up, they gonna take the fight, bro.
But now that he unified, he got to like that. Don't that IBF go out the window? Because every fight gonna be it's gonna be technically a unification, right?
Yeah.
But who's he gonna fight?
Who's
he gonna fight? Conor Ben, Blair Cobb,
No, he gonna fight. He gonna fight Gearsoft and then Ryan or Rolly. That's why I say I'm not with it. I'm like, go ahead and go to 54 because you're gonna sit around and wait, and them fights ain't gonna do nothing for you. Like, yeah, you're gonna look spectacular fucking Ryan up, but he fooled, man. Like I don't.
You've been there
They
too long.
stalling them out anyway. They
Hey,
stalling
I'm
them
gonna
out
put it like
anyway,
this, man. I'm gonna tell you what's nasty work, man. So him and Stanionis fought, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had the Rain magazine belt on the line, bro.
Yeah.
Between them two dudes. That's nasty work. And I'm gonna tell you why. When Bud and Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, all of them was all in that division, right?
Yeah.
That motherfucking Rain magazine belt never went to Keith Thurman, never went to Earl Spence. And it took Crawford, like after all these years, you know what I'm saying, of blowing the fight up, that's when they presented the Ring magazine belt. But fucking Boots and Stanley Jonas could fight for it right away. I'm like,
They
this is some
got the
nasty
sheet,
work,
man.
bro.
They got the sheet
Yeah,
behind it, man.
they got the sheet, and he had just fought the shit, so he wanted to defend. He wanted to defend his belt. So because I
That's
still was holding on
that's
to that shit,
nasty
like you know what
though.
I'm saying, for dear life. When he was in charge, so it's like, I mean,
Yeah, it's
when
gonna
I
be
said it,
another.
people was getting mad. I'm like, yo, listen, bro, they're trying to build the fucking division up. You can't just build the division up just holding on to shit. You can't do it that way. You gotta. It's something. Some new things that's got to pop off. So. And like I'm telling y'all, watch and believe. Boots is not gonna be there too much long, bro. They're not gonna let that man get motherfucking
Shit, he might
undisputed.
leave. He might leave now. Shit, he
Top
got
rank
to
is
do all
not
this.
top rank is not offering up. As you can see, he already got a fucking fight booked for June, so they're not offering Brian Norman up. And I'm telling you, I'm hearing Manny Pacquiao for motherfucking Barrios, man. So I didn't ask for that. Motherfucker called me and said, "Hey man, maybe Manny." I said, "Man, get the fuck out of here."
So
Man,
what
Manny need to
happened?
pack that shit up, man. Manny
So
gotta
what
pack that
happens?
shit up.
So what happens if Manny win though? Then we got a senior citizen
Manny need to pack
holding
them
the
shits
belt.
up, bro.
See what I'm saying? So, bro, the writing on the wall, nigga, you not getting this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back? No more. Like, come on, man. But y'all don't see that shit. Come on, man. Word. That
I
man
see
gonna get
it.
out there. And then Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez and that new crowd gonna have to pull up and be in there, man. Abdullah
Yeah.
Mason, that's what it's gonna be. You get your ass to 54 and 60 because you was 170 goddamn pounds beating up Stanionis. Fuck out of
Well,
here.
he trying
Beat the
to
shit out
wait
that
and
boy.
see.
That shit wasn't cool.
I told y'all what was gonna happen before the fight. I said, man, this nigga standing on it. I said people blowing him up too much, man. He's a come for a fighter and he's gonna get
Man,
picked
listen,
over.
man. Yo, I'll be real with you. I think we forgot about there was not gonna be no rehydration clause. And when I seen that man walk into the building with his clothes on, I said, oh fuck.
I mean, he can get. I mean, he can let Bud give him another alley hoop. Bud can drop that belt. He can move up and fight somebody for that belt.
I mean, even if that, I don't know if he would be automatically going up there to get it because he didn't defend that belt.
It don't matter, but shit, if
It do kind of matter.
if the sheet got you, and
Yeah,
you
shit got
telling
you.
me,
Yeah, shit.
I'm gonna move
Got
up.
him, man. Why y'all listen? He is not with Ryder season. He is with Matchroom. He's with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, that's
It is
what I'm
not the
saying.
sheet. It is not the sheet.
That's the extension, ain't it?
Man, shit. That shit is nigga. I fuck with you over here for a little bit and then I slide.
Shit, you know the she gonna put some money behind him though.
If Bud dropped that belt, you know what I'm saying? Be like, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this belt, Boots, and fight such and such, whoever at 154. Shit, why would that's the great incentive to move up because you really don't want to fight at 147. They playing peekaboo with the belts again. Like, what the fuck?
Well, hey, I want to land my plane on this because I hear what crazy ass Bold is saying and everything because he just don't believe. The only person that actually beat my guy is a guy technically is an amazing fighter. So um, everything that Brian Norman does wrong, those are the things that Jen Sasaki does right. So, in my opinion, I'm gonna say it like this, bro. I like Brian Norman Jr. I like the turn he made. I'm super supportive.
Sound like you picking Jim, man.
I am picking Jin. I'm giving that edge to Jin because the
Man.
surprising part gonna be when y'all see how good Jin Sasaki's defense is
Oh
and
man.
Come on.
how he knows how to roll up under a punch and then come
Gin
right
and
back
juice
with
on
that hook.
AC.
Hey,
Gin
AC.
and juice on
AC.
AC.
Now, AC, you got to be honest here, man. Jin Sasaki is not synonymous with defense because that motherfucker